By the way, y'all, um, once you get into the creation kit, it is possible to reload from one loaded mod to another. It is not suggested. It's the reason why I close out and reopen every time. Funky shit can happen. It's best just to close it out and reload fresh. So if you end up poking buttons and you go, oh shit, I can just do this. Know that there will probably be issues. And possibly big issues like making your mod dependent on another mod. And that's fun to strip out, let me tell you. That's a good time. Because 9 times out of 10, it doesn't just one for one. You can't just go in and strip the dependency back off. It gets in there and fucks all kind of shit up. Navy, you still there? You take the breath right out of me. What should be? That would be the death of you. Navy, did you go to sleep, sweetheart? Pour salt into the open wound. You know how fucking shit that is? Getting salt in something you just tore open or fucking cut open or stabbed open? It is not a good time. It's fucking horrible. Also, fun fact, when working in a salt mine that processes its own salt, the powder that accumulates fucking everywhere because you can't use water on it. It'll cake up like a motherfucker and clog up fucking screens and chutes and all that fun shit. So more or less, you just let it fucking fly. The powder that builds up, if you are busy sweating, and you're going to because, well, not all the time. A salt vein normally is close to water, so it keeps the temperature consistent year round, like most hard rock mines or deep mines. Um, I worked in a salt dome, and it has no water around it, and every 100 feet you would go into the salt dome would raise the ambient temperature by 2 degrees. Every 100 feet in depth would raise the ambient temperature by 2 degrees. So we were at the 1,500 foot level in southern Louisiana. So if it was 100 degrees on the surface, it was 130 in the fucking hole at all times. So the reason why I say that is because I don't give a shit unless you are unhealthy or superhuman. Your ass is gonna fucking sweat when you're in that goddamn hole. And until your skin gets used to it, that salt dust, if you hit a cable or step on a walkway and there's a structure above you, and that shit falls down on your bare skin that is wet, it will actually burn like a fucking acid. It is not a good time. All right. Um, Forms all. Damn, I forgot to delete that. Showing that snap template off earlier on the Discords. We're gonna have to purge that next edit. Nice, old man. Yeah, Kit, that sucks. Um, I want to say probably the hottest it. Oh man, and that was almost. I almost caught a fucking assault charge that day. Um, if it wouldn't have been for cooler heads on the crew, I'd have beat the living fuck out of my manager, and enjoyed every fucking ounce of it. I was working on a Caterpillar 992, a G model. If you know heavy equipment, 992 is the second largest front end loader on the planet. We were changing radiator core gaskets. It was in an active working phase. So there was a 988 K around the corner and Matsu 605 trucks coming in and out all the time. And this machine had been running for 6 hours, and it blew out a radiator core gasket. And they were using it to it without showing pictures, it would be hard to describe. They use it to scale, and that's taking the loose material off the walls and the back of the of what we call the drift, which is the passageway. And they use an 18,000-pound steel stick to do it. It's attached to it with the the implement attachment point on the front of the loader. And they beat it against the fucking walls, and they drag it against the walls in the back and knock all the loose shit off the walls. It's really kind of fucking cool to see. It's an interesting process. But so it had been working hard all day. So the fucking everything was absolutely beyond fucking heat soaked. And like I said, it was one drift over from an active face where they were mucking, what we call mucking, which is where they were loading the salt out of. I would estimate it was probably close to 200 degrees. Ambient temperature. Like easy bake oven. And I was sitting on top of that heat-soaked machine, pulling the cores up for the guy at ground level, standing on a stool over the back bumper to pull the old gaskets off, rapidly clean the hose fits that are part of the bottom of the radiator core, because it's a core that makes up the cooling pack. They're all single pass, if you know anything about radiators, in the bottom to the top, back down, and back out the bottom. And there's a dozen, maybe, of these cores that line the back of the machine in the cooling pack. And I was pulling the cores up, pulling them out of the grommets, and he was cleaning the fits and lubing the new grommets and slamming them on there. And then I was setting it back down real gentle, and then and because it's rubber, so it's got a press fit more or less. And I was shoving down on top of the core, and then attaching the little bleeder hoses for the so it didn't get any air trapped in the core. And reattaching the bleeder hoses. And it was common practice that if one lost a gasket, you would do all of them. Because because of what they were doing with the machine, and it was so fucking old, and everything had micro fractures and shit in it. It would uh, the cores would move eventually. Once basically the gasket, the grommet couldn't take anymore, and it would start pissing. So, oh my god, dude, the only dry spot on me was my ass, and that's because I was setting. There's a gap between the engine, which has a heat shield, and the radiator cores, um, and that was where the hot air that had come from the fan. The fan's on the very back of the machine, so it would blow the air through the radiator cores, hit this firewall between the engine and the radiator cores, and then blow it out these vents that were on the top and sides of the basically the engine shield, the fairings that covered the engine and the cores. Oh my god. I was setting on that grating. It was the only way to get to the top of those cores. That was the only dry spot on me because it was like I was sitting on top of a fucking oven. So it was the only thing that was dry. The rest of me was dripping, and my fucking boss come over there being pissy that we needed to hurry up, one, and two, we needed to hurry up because we had another job immediately after. Dude, I had already drank 2 gallons of fucking water. I started to come down off the machine, and the guy I was working with told me to sit the fuck down and that he would handle it. And he told our boss promptly to fuck all the way off. That if I didn't go to the emergency room by the time it was said and over with, he would count. He should count himself lucky. The truck drivers had been driving by and throwing bags of fucking bottled water out the windows of the trucks because their manager, their supervisor, was the one giving it to them. He was waiting at a waypoint, and he was giving it to them for them to tote it to the back of the mine and throw it out the fucking door for me to immediately drink it. Their supervisor, production. He wasn't maintenance. It wasn't his concern. I wasn't his concern, but he had seen how bad it was because he had met us back there for something, and knew how bad it was. Saw within about 15 minutes I was drenched. So he had asked if we had any more water, and the guy told him. He said, "Well, I got about." He said, "I got about 2 gallons." He said, "All right, I'll keep sending it." He said, "I'll just keep sending it." He's like, "I'll have somebody sit out there. I don't care." He was like, "We don't have the rides to do the back and forth thing, and I don't have anybody that I can set without doing a specific job." So they had a guy sitting there. Oh yeah, dude, he was an absolute piece of shit. He had the small man syndrome. Absolutely. It wasn't nothing. He thought he was hot shit. He didn't know a fucking thing. He came off his tools, became a manager, and forgot that he was a fucking pissant like the rest of us. Alright, let's try this again. One more time. Need to make furniture. Yeah, dude. Yeah. It didn't take me long. I got off that crew after about 3.5 months. He didn't get the message either. When we made it back to the break room, which was the only air conditioned place in the fucking mine, um, I walked in there and got some water. Decided it was too fucking cold, and went out and laid down on the bench out in front of the fucking break room, where I proceeded to try to drown myself in fucking water. And he come ask me what I was fucking doing. I said, "Do what?" He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm taking a fucking break." "Oh, you ain't got time for a break. We got to get to work." Oh, um, I just promptly took my ass to the fucking surface. Well, there's our picture. Where be our picture? Starfield snipping. No, dude, I don't know. I've never had a problem with it starting and running for me. Like it's super I used it on this one. And it was a super smooth start. I mean, I don't doubt that you have problems. I don't know. It probably just a hung script or something, man. And it's shit. But I see it happen a bunch. Especially, man. I can from time to time after I play the game for a while, on streams, it'll fucking hang like a bitch. Get stupid laggy every time I open a fucking menu. Oh, only on new game. Dude, I thought about it, but it wasn't worth it. It was fucking the best money I'd ever seen for probably. I mean, it had its shit fucking times like all jobs, but that didn't make up for the fact that I was rolling in the fucking cash compared to what I had been making a year before, and fucking way more than 2 years before. Wasn't worth losing that job over, but trust me, it was heavily debated. Because unfortunately, if it happens anywhere on the mine site, an assault charge turns into a federal charge. Yay! Because the mine's controlled by Mine Safety and Health Administration, MSHA. It's the mining equivalent of OSHA. Um, it yeah, yeah, it turns into an automatic felony. No, this is not working at all. Wait a minute, hold on. Marker? No. Okay, so no bueno. No bueno. Nope, 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 nope. All right, so I got no fucking idea what now. I got nothing. I don't know. I don't know which one of these it is because it wouldn't fucking show me on the other one. I don't know. Yeah, federal property. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Insta felony. Insta felony. Hmm. I don't know. We'll keep. I guess we'll keep this. Won't allow that one to be copied over. It's weird. Oh, fuck me, man. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. I don't get it. Don't make no fucking sense. Got the slightest fucking clue. The slightest fucking clue right now. It's not. It's not creating the fucking marker for the person. Oh well, maybe that's it. I forgot that. You know, since we don't auto update because we're fucking stuck in the Stone Ages. Nope, that's not it either. I don't know. I'm drawing a fucking blank here because I don't. It's been so fucking long since I did this. God, it's been a long ass time. I got nothing. I don't know what to fucking do with it. Workbench. Workbench iMod. The fucking play sound. The invisible trigger. Furniture workbench of science. No furniture template. Only cut nav mesh. Is marker. Well, we'll turn the random admin start back on. I don't think that's right though. Allow cloth sim ignored by sandbox, which will probably keep the NPCs out, but it's also not something I want. But we'll fucking play around with it. All right, Goose. Thanks for the alert, buddy. Take her easy. Um, so I got nothing. I got fucking nothing. We'll try this one more time. See if it did anything. No. We'll try the other one since we're not sure which one's which. Science workbench. See if it does anything. Nothing. Marker. See, it's not going to be that one because that's not what it was showing. So, okay. All right. So this idea is scrapped for now because I don't know. I got absolutely fucking nothing. All the markers are on. At least I thought they were. They might not be. Might not give a shit about that checkbox. You son of a bitch. I hate you. That's not the right one, though. That's definitely not the right one. You're so fucking hoping. It's a pain in my ass right here. Into a poor horse. I'm gonna go test this shit now. I got a strong feeling I didn't get all the information I needed, so. What, with like without an overlap or? Oh shit! I forgot to. The fuck? Fuck was that? Why are we exiting stage fucking right and then going back forward? That no. And I got to figure out how to get. I might have to get with Marv. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to run that way up. That way I can keep the The weapon cache. Why can't I go into photo mode right here? Bullshit. Alright, so what the fuck? Not okay. Alright. No, 60 was good. 60. Go. 50. 60. Should put us in dead ass middle of that fucking marker. It probably needs to go up a little higher. 70. I really wish I didn't have to spitball center on this fucking thing. Okay, looks good. Alright, so now let's try to figure out this fucking entry. And we're gonna go with that, the rear exit type. No, no. Now comes the fun part. In and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. If you, sorry, I got way sidetracked. Kit, if you don't have an overlap tolerance, if you're not adjusting it with a custom any or you don't have a mod for it, it can be rather kind of a pain in the ass. But I mean, even if you don't have one of those, you can still do it. You pull the habs out, you put the door between it, and then you highlight the entire ship and you bring it to where the habs are set, and it should go in there. Without any major problems. Or you get the habs, if it doesn't want to do that with dragging the ship over, get the habs just like take the cockpit off of it or something and get them set as close to the hole where they're supposed to go, and then highlight the whole ship and hit A or whatever to like you're gonna confirm to drag it, and it should snap up and snap the halves in place, and then you throw the cockpit back on it and you're ready to rock. Long to lose. Oh, it's still just as pissy. Why the fuck are you not working, bitch? What the fuck am I missing here? I have to bring it out more? Like, I don't get it. Look, I mean, it's there. It's working. It's the same goddamn thing with a different fucking NIF. What the fuck is your problem? Workbench is sweet too. We're not falling through the floor. We're not levitating. The fuck? Yeah, I think I'm gonna make that the research bench. I just need to figure out what the fuck is going on right there. Yep. One down, two to go. Load to sell. You dirty bitch. What's your problem? No. The answer is always no. Okay, what the fuck is going on here? It's gotta be that fucking marker. The fuck is going on? Marker's not into it anymore. I wonder if the damn thing's fucking busted because of that goddamn that NIF. Yeah, you're quite a bit bigger, yeah.